My challenge is organization, how much detail to put in, and enough to make an impact, and also when to stop so I don't lose my audience.
Okay, good. And it's almost always where you should stop shorter than you thought you should have stopped.
And how can I know that they enjoy my story? That's the challenge.
All right, good.
When the story gets boring, if it loses interest, if something's not happening, it's just static. So that's what we do by tweaking it and turning it over and over again, but being aware of where those flat points are, where we flatline, so to speak.
And Darren showed me something on YouTube a long time ago that you can see when people are leaving your video. So that can help you understand when you flatlined. And you might say, oh man, I thought that was the interesting part. And everybody's leaving.
On YouTube, it can tell when you actually check out of the YouTube and then go to another web page. The challenge for you and I is your audience might be looking at you intently involved, but you don't know when they check out.
And many times I'll start with a story that I think is great, love it, and it's so exciting to me. And then I'm working on it, and it just kind of I start hating it, it falls apart, and I kind of get lost. It loses its impact. I'm not sure how to punch it up. So I'm looking forward to learning more about how to save a story.
Yes, how to resuscitate it.
Yes.
Bring it back to life.
Challenges. One is just seeing events that take place and say, that could be a story. Just identifying things that could be a story. And then
Everybody enjoys my stories. I'm funny. I'm spontaneous. But what I like to do is that 2-minute story like you do, where you hit it, boom, and it's done.
Yeah.
I can and draw it out and get all sorts of things and be dramatic, and that's not what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to hit it so I can keep going.
That's very good because we need to have different lengths of stories. All your stories can't be Acres of Diamonds. Now, Acres of Diamonds, Russell Cromwell was like a 45-minute story that he told 8,000 times. These days, people don't have the attention span to listen to a 45-minute story. We're in an MTV, we're past the MTV generation. MTV, quick cuts, boom, 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 boom. All right, so stories need to be shorter. The shorter, the better.
And my challenge is to, when I'm coaching or writing, getting down to that universal truth. It seems like as I write a story and start peeling it apart, I'm finding more than one message and finding the one that's actually the most universal and relatable to everyone. And I'm going to sneak in an extra bonus question, and that's creating really exciting openings where you grab the audience in a very, very short period of time.
Good.
My problem is emotion. It's not so much choosing the right emotion, but I think I know the emotion, and I think I know when to change the emotion, but when I see myself on video, the emotion's not coming out like I think it could be in my head, it's just not coming out in the audience. So I think that's the thing I would like to learn more about and work on.
Great. You will.
The one that comes to mind is coming up with a story that would be congruent or relevant with the topics that I'm presenting on.
Okay.
My challenges are all of those, and I just word it differently. It's taking the fluff out of it. And I'm a social worker here in the inner city in Las Vegas. A challenge that I have that some of you might have as well is confidentiality. I mean, I can tell all kinds of stories on my children.
Sure.
Until they're teenagers and they start getting mad at you for doing that.
Actually, the reason I'm here is because I just wanted to get more clarity on your process.
Okay.
Because I have your storytelling. Yes.
Great.
So that's really the main. I just wanted to make a champ camp and get more clarity on that, on the process of putting the stories together.
Sounds good. And the process has changed some as I've been working with people, so you'll see that.
Probably not coming up with the stories, because I feel like I have a lot of stories and I get stories every day. It's putting them together so that there's impact and there's some takeaways.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. All the way from Argentina.
Hello, everybody. My biggest challenge is to make it interesting, bring it back to life, produce impact, and tighten my stories. Everything.
Right, you keep your eyes on your own paper, man. You just read what's off the screen.
My name's Mark Vickers. I'm actually a public seminar speaker and a coach. And as a public seminar speaker, we stand up and speak for 6 hours at a time. So it's not an 8 or 10 or 15-minute speech. We got 6 hours. So we have a lot of stories over the course of the day. I think, and this is what I'm here for to find out, I think some of my stories could be more succinct.
Yeah.
I think they could be shorter.
Good. Let's give him a hand. Mark, thank you. You pass on to Ricky. Here's a key to storytelling. The more you work on it, the shorter it should get. The more you work on it, the shorter it should get. So always look at ways you can make it shorter. And one of the hints for that is